welcome back to my channel. It's Laurasia Andrea. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a talking video. Not only am I going to be doing that, but I'm going to be doing my hair as well, just because you guys seem to like videos like this. Now, the topic I'm talking about today is going to be, I feel like it's gonna look fire. The topic I want to talk about today is going to be on high functioning depression. I feel like I am just self-diagnosing myself with this, to be honest. I felt like exactly around the same time, maybe a month afterwards, but I feel like every single summer has been a pretty tough summer for me. I don't know what it is about summertime, but I just be feeling like summer just do not be my freaking wave. Like, I just feel like every single summer has given me hell. Every single summer has just not been me living my best life. Like last summer, I went through that whole entire vendor situation. If you guys don't know what video I'm talking about, I kind of made a video last summer. Me and my boyfriend had broke up. I had went through my whole money situation. Like, it was just not a good time last summer. And then this summer, I feel like it's just to the point where every single summer it's just not my damn summer, you guys. Like, honestly, and I am just becoming over it, like just so over it. So these are the reasons and these are the things that I notice about myself and what I've been going through the past couple of months to make me feel like I have pretty high functioning depression. People get the word depression miscued because people feel as though because you have depression, that means you don't want to go out, you don't want to do things, you just want to sit in the bed all day, excessively eat, you don't want to do any type of activities, you just want to be to yourself and things like that. Now, I still have a lot of the traits of depression. This is why I'm self-diagnosing myself saying I have high functioning depression, because I still have some of the traits of regular depression, but I'm still high functioning. I'm still moving. I'm still getting things done. I'm still recording videos. I'm still editing. And it's like, I have my ups and down days. One day I'll feel very good. One day I'll feel super like energized. I'm not thinking of any negativity. And then the next day will come, something will happen, and my day is just completely just like, ugh. So the first thing I want to start with is I'm having a difficult time being consistently happy. I feel like I've never been this emotional. And I think this is all stemming because I had surgery only 5 months ago. My 5-month anniversary of my surgery was yesterday. And it's a lot of things that I have been going through, even internally, that I'm going to talk to you guys about, and probably the reason of why some of my videos kind of panned out the way that they did because of the results from my surgery. You know, it's not always a bad thing to be emotional. It's not a negative thing. I haven't been this emotional in a very long time. And it's even to the point where I feel like I'm being a little bit more free from getting all these emotions out and talking about it and crying about it and things like that. So that so much isn't like a negative thing to me, but I am being a lot more emotional. My body hormones have been all out of whack, from that being in pain, from that having a lot of surgical negative things that happen, from my fibrosis happening to I have been struggling with this whole entire surgery process, not even just mentally, but also just physically too, because I had a couple complications from my surgery. So that's another thing that has a mental toll on me. I had my period for 3 months. So if you're a female, you know the things that you go through with having your period, from the emotion, excessive emotion, from you having PMS. Like, if you guys are males watching my video, just look up the word PMS and they will pretty much break down all the mental things that females go through when they have their periods. Imagine having your period for 3 months and you tell me You tell me how you would emotionally be after having that for so long. When I tell you, I was exhausted. Like, I was stressed out. So I have been struggling for a very long time to consistently stay happy because, like I said, I have my ups and I have my downs. Another thing that I know I've been going through that I am putting in the category of high functioning depression is I feel like I have been overly critical with myself. I feel like the things I've been doing, I'm very hard on myself. I feel like a failure with a lot of things. Like, even if you hear me speak and have conversations with my friends or my family and things like that, I feel myself getting very emotional, but I really want to get through this video. So yeah, I'm going to keep it going. So I feel like I've been a failure with a lot of things. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's like, it kind of goes into the whole me having a consistent happiness. I feel like no matter what I do, I feel like I'm failing. Like, I feel like I'm letting my emotions and everything that's going on in the world with this whole pandemic, and obviously people aren't bringing in money like that, people as in me. I feel like obviously my money train has significantly been cut down. I feel like the way we have been moving in life has been automatically shut down. Like I said, the way that we used to have an escape and a way that we used to vent, whether it was going to do things to make you feel good, whether it was getting your nails done, whether it was going to get your makeup done, whether it was going to get your hair done, all these things have been completely shut down. So then it's like, especially from a creator standpoint, it's like, yeah, our job, quote unquote, hasn't been shut down, but at the same time, I feel like I'm so hard on myself with everything. I feel like I'm so critical on myself with everything. Everything that I put out, I feel like it's not good. Everything that I do, I feel like I could do better. Another reason is I feel like I've been very irritable and I feel like I've been very angry. I don't know if, I'm just going through these things because I feel like I'm slowly in a depression. I don't really feel happy inside. But I can definitely say that I feel like anything is just, pissing me off. Anything is just making me upset. Anything is just making me very freaking angry. And I told you guys in the video where I said I couldn't take this anymore because I kind of gave a glimpse of my inside life and telling you guys that I was very stressed out and I'm having relationship issues and things like that. That is not a lie. That is absolutely freaking true. Like, I feel like me and my relationship has been on a downward spiral since all this has been happening. I feel like I am very just closed off. I feel like I'm going through all these emotions and everything that's happening by myself. I don't feel like anyone is really there for me, even though I know people are really there for me, but I feel like I am just so in my own bubble right now. And I am just mentally going through some shit, and I automatically, just with my personality, I just automatically just close people off and don't want people to be around, don't want anyone in my space, which is not really good because then that's where the whole feeling like a failure emotion starts to tie in. Another thing I've been experiencing is excessive worrying. I feel like, nothing's good enough. I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like I've been feeling very guilty. I feel like I've been feeling very like, not really so much like, woe is me, but I've been feeling like, is it me? Like, am I the cause of this that's happening? Am I the reason that this is happening? Even though it could literally have nothing to do with me. Oh my God, I don't feel like I'm worthy enough. I don't feel like I'm good enough. I don't feel like, I don't feel like I deserve you. Like, I'm not even saying in a relationship aspect. I'm just saying in general, just like I said in my last video where I was saying that I was kind of struggling finding my purpose in life and finding my purpose for what God wants me to do as far as, using my platform or whatever. It's like, I just feel as though I don't really have the answers. And when you don't really have control of something and you don't really know the path that you're supposed to be taking right now, that's where my mind just starts to completely just go crazy. Now I'm like worrying a lot. Now I'm feeling like, oh my God, like, am I doing enough? Am I not doing shit at all? Like, like I just automatically just feel guilty, like I'm just not doing enough, I'm not worthy enough, and I just it's like all like a mental thing. I have not broke down and cried, but I definitely can feel like you can hear it in the back of my voice because I'm trying to still be able to get through this video and talk about these things that I've been experiencing. Another thing is I feel like I have been relying on coping as in if I don't watch my show on Hulu, which is Little Women LA. That sounds absolutely crazy, but it's like if I don't watch at least a couple of episodes of that show, I don't feel fine. Like I don't feel okay. So in that aspect, it's like I'm relying on my coping mechanisms, because if I don't have these things in my routine per day, I don't feel okay, which is not necessarily super bad, but at the same time, it's like you should be able to still be able to cope with what's going on with yourself if you don't have these things that you have fit into your routine. And I feel as though like if I do not sit and turn on my TV, if I literally don't have my TV on all day, I feel as though if I don't have anything to distract me, I will just mentally go insane with my own thoughts, and I will break down mentally and just start crying the entire day. So like I said, I don't really have the excessive ability to be able to go and do the things that make me happy, which is, going to get my nails done, going to get a pedicure, going shopping. Even if I'm not even going shopping at a mall, I still would like to walk around a mall. I still would like to get out the damn house. I still would like to go and do things. And it's like I am so reluctant on using my coping skills that if I don't do something in the day, I just have my entire day just canceled. And that is terrible. And then this is kind of like the last thing I've been experiencing, which is like I just am an absolute perfectionist. I know I have said this in a lot of my videos, saying like, oh, I'm an Aquarius. Like we seek perfection. We seek, for things to be perfect and yada. I also feel like that's a part of high functioning depression, because if I don't get something done and it's not perfectly done to the way that I feel as though it's supposed to be, I feel like a failure. So I feel like I set super high demands and expectations for myself. And if those expectations are not met, if those demands are not met, then I've given myself, no one else, if I have given myself these things and they are not met, I feel like a failure. I feel like I let myself down. I feel like I become super hard on myself. Like, what are you doing? Like, you could have did this better. Like, you could have did that better. You could have blended this more. You could have edited this better. You could have did, whatever. I'm just trying to say things that I normally do on a daily basis, which is either I'm filming, I'm dyeing my hair, I'm dyeing a wig, or I'm going grocery shopping. Those have been the 4 things that I've consistently been doing the past couple months to keep myself busy. I feel like I pretty much broke down all the reasons of why I feel like I'm diagnosing myself with high functioning depression. I don't know if anyone else have been experiencing the same things that I've been experiencing or going through the same things that I have been, but that's the whole point of these videos like this, is because I'm just venting to you guys, and you guys can either relate to what I'm saying, or you guys can be like, bitch, you're fucking crazy. Like you guys haven't been complaining about it. So yeah, I feel like my little green concoction has been sitting for a good amount of time. So I'm going to come back when my makeup is done and I'm styling my hair, and I'm going to finish out my video that way. I am doing a little bit better, and then some days I feel like it's like I'm still coping for the wrong reasons, like one of the signs that I told you guys before. Now, to sit here and say that I'm like an absolute pro at fixing my anxiety, fixing problems and all that, these type of videos are just extremely therapeutic for me. They're fun. I definitely want to continue them. You guys have been very receptive to them, and it's just really a way for me to just get out all my anxious behaviors, just sit here and talk to you guys, because of course I have a lot of friends that I talk to about my anxiety and I talk to about my depression and things like that, and they can really relate with me. But at the same time, I feel as though you guys are like my close friends too. You guys have been with me, some more than others, but you guys have been with me since the beginning, like since my entire journey, since I first came on YouTube. Even back in the day, before I even became a YouTuber, I used to sit and Google things that I was experiencing with myself, things that I was going through. Like, let's say I had a breakup, type in on YouTube, how do you get over a breakup? How do you feel with a breakup? What are the stages of a breakup? And I would literally sit and watch other YouTubers talk about their experience and talk about how they're feeling and things like that. Like, you know, I want to be that for you guys, because when I was always going through things, YouTube was a way for me to really get over a lot of things that I was experiencing. And I also liked when YouTubers talked about real life issues and real life things that was going on. So yeah, like honestly, hopefully the day comes that I'm able to say that I'm consistently doing good. I'm consistently doing better. I feel like that time won't really come until we're fully out of this pandemic, whenever that is. Because I feel like the problem on my community thread, I pretty much asked you guys, like, you know, there's two topics that I really wanted to talk to you guys about, because these are issues that I know has really affected a lot of you guys. And the two topics was talking about, you know, high functioning depression, and also talking about the lack of financial stability. And I feel like these two things really stem from being in this pandemic. You really are able to really see what's really going on with yourself, how you really aren't okay, how you really aren't able to really cope with what's really going on in the world. But I honestly think that kind of comes from us not knowing when this is going to end. Everything is just like completely just up in the air. So it's like, it's no telling when we're going to fully go back to our job, if we're fully going to be able to go back to our job and the way of living that we are so used to being in. Everything's just so up in the air, you know? So those two topics really kind of just, you know, flow into each other. And, you know, the depression stems from the lack of stability. The lack of stability stems from being in a pandemic. And, you know, it all intertwines and flows in together. Please let me know down in the comment section if you guys feel as though you find very similar things that I was talking about in this video that you guys are going through. I love to make these type of videos a really good thread for us to all open up, for us all to converse, speak about our feelings, get it all out. Because one thing that I can honestly say from experience, it's not good to keep these feelings all in, because one day you're literally just gonna explode and just blow up, and it's not gonna be pretty. So yes, please thumbs up this video so that I know that you guys want me to continue to make mental health, self-love, self-care type of videos like this, because not only are they very therapeutic for me, but I feel as though they're pretty therapeutic for you guys as well, because we're all just able to really just talk about our true feelings and just not feel judged when we do so. So as usual, thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video, and I love you guys always. Bye guys.